I don't even want to speak this into existence, but it's a possibility because anything can happen in boxing. In boxing, anyone has a puncher's chance. What if Gervonta Davis loses against Ryan Garcia? What if Gervonta Davis loses against Ryan Garcia? It's a possibility. Ryan Garcia, he's a motivated boxer. Ryan Garcia, he's a young, talented boxer. He has a skill set. He has that strong punching power ability, that strong left hook. It's a possibility that Ryan Garcia can knock out Gervonta Davis. A lot of people think it won't happen, it can't happen, but no, it can happen. What if it does happen? It will be a shock to many. Of course, it'll be news all across the world, all across the sports media. ESPN and Fox Sports will be talking about it. You know, how Ryan Garcia upset Gervonta Davis. But to be honest, I would not be surprised because Ryan Garcia does have some advantages over Gervonta Davis. Let's keep it real. Ryan Garcia, he's a little bit faster with his punching speed than Gervonta Davis. And from what Rolly Romero said, he said he sparred Ryan Garcia before, and he said that Ryan Garcia hits harder than Gervonta Davis. So, according to Romero, Ryan Garcia hits harder than Gervonta Davis. So, if that's true, Ryan Garcia, he hits harder than Gervonta Davis. His punching speed is faster than Gervonta Davis, and he has longer arms than Gervonta Davis. Those are some crucial advantages, right? Those are some crazy advantages. Like, Ryan Garcia actually has more on paper advantages than Gervonta Davis does coming into this fight. But Gervonta Davis, he has some advantages too. You can say Gervonta Davis has fought and boxed harder, quote unquote, harder competition than Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia hasn't really fought anyone that we really know about yet. But, you know, Gervonta Davis has not fought the best of the best yet either. So it is what it is. And if Ryan Garcia does beat Gervonta Davis, then Ryan Garcia becomes the face of boxing. Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis, this is a fight. This is a boxing match that tells us who is going to be the new face of boxing. So this is a very extremely crucial match. And I think I say it's 50-50. A lot of people say, man, Gervonta Davis is just going to go in there and knock out Ryan Garcia, man. I don't think it's possible. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. But I do believe the fight is going to be closer than what people think it is. I don't think Gervonta Davis is just going to have a walk in the park I don't think so. And Gervonta Davis, he does start off slow. Gervonta Davis starts off slow. So Ryan Garcia, man, he already has a ton of advantages over Gervonta Davis. Like I said earlier, Ryan Garcia, has longer arms, longer reach than Gervonta Davis. He's a faster puncher than Gervonta Davis. And Ryan Garcia, he may be a harder puncher than Gervonta Davis. And Gervonta Davis is a slow starter. So, man, Ryan Garcia has some advantages. So, man, this fight, man, Ryan Garcia can win this. It's very possible. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Gervonta Davis. I'm rooting for Gervonta Davis. But this fight is bigger than what some people think. This fight, Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia, this is a bigger fight than some people might think. This might be on the caliber of this might mess around be on the caliber of Mayweather versus Pacquiao. You know. Imagine if Pacquiao beat Mayweather back in 2015. That would have had a cultural impact across the whole fucking world. Everyone would be walking the streets talking about, oh, Mayweather got his ass beat. All the racist motherfuckers would be so happy that Mayweather got beat by Pacquiao. And the same situation can happen if Ryan Garcia beats Gervonta Davis. Like, let's keep it real. There is a racial and cultural aspect of boxing. There's a racial and cultural aspect of boxing that people cannot ignore. Some people might try to ignore it and be like, no, it's just boxing. Whoever wins, wins. But no, people root for their race in boxing. People root for their culture in boxing. People root for their nationality in boxing. Black people, Black fans support Black boxers. Mexican boxing fans support Mexican boxers. Eastern European boxing fans support Eastern European boxers, right? So there is a cultural link, a cultural pride that is attached to boxing that you cannot ignore. And this is America. You cannot ignore American history. America is all about race. Racism is in the foundation of America. America was built by slaves. You know, America has an ugly past with racism that you cannot ignore, and is still ingrained in society today. Whenever a Black boxer boxes against a white boxer, or whenever a Black boxer boxes against a Mexican boxer, all the other races of people, all the boxing fans who are not Black, root against the Black boxer. Like Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Everybody, all the boxing fans who are not Black wanted Mayweather to lose against Pacquiao. Same thing with when Mayweather fought against Conor McGregor. All the boxing fans who were not black wanted Mayweather to lose against McGregor. There is racism in boxing. You cannot deny it. And the same thing with this fight, right? Gervonta Davis against Ryan Garcia. All the boxing fans who are Mexican want to see the black boxer Gervonta Davis lose, and I'm sure it's even boxing fans who are not even Mexican, even white boxing fans, other boxing fans who are not black. They want to see the black boxer Gervonta Davis lose against Ryan Garcia. Boxing is a sport that has a strong correlation with race and culture and nationality. It's just like that. It is what it is. So, if Ryan Garcia beats Gervonta Davis, it can look ugly for black men. I'm not going to lie. It can look ugly for black men. Especially with Mexicans. I'm not here to down talk Mexicans. I have respect for all cultures, all races, all nationalities. But from my experiences, Mexicans, they do not like black people. Mexicans are racist as fuck towards black people. And if Ryan Garcia beats Gervonta Davis, I could definitely see racial tension from the Mexican community towards the black community rising if Ryan Garcia beats Gervonta Davis. A big boxing match like Gervonta Davis against Ryan Garcia has a strong cultural and societal impact. Like, come on, when Mayweather fought against Pacquiao, everybody and their mama watched that match. When Mayweather fought against McGregor, everybody in the fucking world watched that match. So if the whole world is watching Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis box against each other, you cannot tell me that these boxing matches don't carry a strong societal and cultural impact. Especially when the sport of boxing is all about race and culture, right? If Gervonta Davis loses against Ryan Garcia, this is going to bring some interesting racial components dealing with black men. People will take Gervonta Davis losing against Ryan Garcia as a weakness against black men. Black men stereotypically are supposed to be more athletic, more physically stronger than other races of men, more masculine than other races of men. Black men are stereotyped as being more masculine and stronger than other races of men. So Gervonta Davis losing against Ryan Garcia, that's symbolic, very symbolic of black men being bested by other races of men who are stereotypically weaker and less masculine. And this racist society of America that we live in has a history of racism against black men. And this racist society that we live in has an issue with masculine black men, you know? And I could just say that personally, as a masculine black man myself, that this society does have an issue with black men who are masculine. Especially if you're a black man who's taller and you're masculine and you're darker skinned, this society has an issue with you. And there is symbolism, racial symbolism in boxing. The black boxer against the white boxer. The black boxer against the Mexican boxer. And all the fans of who are not black, they want to see the black man lose in boxing because they see it as they want to see the black man lose because the black man is stronger, more masculine than them. These other races of men feel inadequate compared to the American black man. So these other races of men, other cultures of men who are not black, they have a desire to be stronger and to be superior to the black man. And boxing is all about strength. In a fight, whoever wins a fight, is seen as the stronger individual. So let's say the biggest boxing match in the world, a black boxer fights off against the best black boxer, fights against the best Mexican boxer, and the best Mexican boxer beats the best black boxer. That's symbolic. It's symbolic of other races of men triumphing and being superior and being more masculine and being better fighters, being stronger, being more masculine than black men. Something that, other races of men desire. Other races of men, they can say they have more money than black men. Other races of men can say they have privilege in society, more privileges than black men. Other races of men can say they get more respect in this racist American society than black men do. But one thing other races of men cannot say is that they are naturally more masculine, naturally more athletic, naturally better fighters than black men are. A lot of other races of men naturally feel inferior to black men as far as like our physicality, our masculinity. So no matter what social, well, no matter what social things that other races of men have over black men that are like artificial, other races of men, no matter how much money they make, they will always feel a deep down inferiority to black men, because black men, we are the definition of masculinity. Black men, we are the definition of manhood, right? So if Ryan Garcia does beat Gervonta Davis, other races of men will have a chip on their shoulder, and they will feel like, hey, if Ryan Garcia could beat a black man, one of the best black boxers, then hey, I can start acting tough, and I can start getting tough with black men too. If Ryan Garcia can beat a black guy, I can beat a black guy too. That's what these other races of men will be thinking, if whether it's consciously or subconsciously, if Ryan Garcia beats Gervonta Davis. That's why I always root for the black boxer whenever the black boxer fights and boxes against another race of boxer, because I know the social dynamics, the racial dynamics, the cultural dynamics when it comes to boxers boxing against high level black boxers. But boxing has a strong cultural and racial dynamic. It cannot be denied. Hopefully Gervonta Davis beats Ryan Garcia, because, if Gervonta Davis loses against Ryan Garcia, it's symbolic of black male weakness. Black male weakness will be, if Gervonta Davis loses against Ryan Garcia, black male weakness, the idea of black male weakness is just going to spread across the whole American culture. And these other races of men will feel like they'll be able to punk and bully black men and try to get on that with us. I guarantee it. Imagine if Pacquiao beat Mayweather. Imagine if Pacquiao did beat Mayweather back in 2015. These other races of men, they'll be trying to punk black men, trying to fight us, because they think, oh, we finally beat the black man. We're better than the black man. We're more masculine than the black man. The best black boxer got beat by another race of boxer. The black man is weak. The black man losing against another race of man in anything regarding sports, especially sports that involve strength and fighting. Hey, man, it is what it is. All right, you guys, peace.